Okay, I'm going to try to show you what I got here for the diff cooler connectors and all that. So starting with your drain out, there you got a -8 to M18 1.5, and then I have it going in to this fitting here, which is a 30 degree, but it's a non-flexible arrow quip. And then you probably can't see it, but above that up here I got another 30 degree. That lets me articulate it around these braces here so I don't have to cut it, and you can bring it up. Now, I'm trying to hold this here. Sorry, I'm twisting around. So this is the drain up right here, and that connects into a 45 degree arrow quip into a Doral air cooler with fan and all that. And then so that's in. The out, I have a 90 degree, and then back on a line I made, so I got a 90 degree that goes all the way around to another 90 degree and into this Moroso oil filter here. It's a 240 micron, back into another 90, and then a straight fitting back into the pump here. I got the Tilton 40-527. That's the bigger, supposedly the continuous duty. And then to pipe it back into the diff, I have it going through this 90, which is a hard line, and then into another 90 right here. That allowed me to get it around this suspension mount point here. Also, something kind of cool, and it's on both sides of this thing. This is a M10 by 1.25 thread in here. You have to go buy it. Anyway, I just fabbed up a little, or made up, not really fabbed it, but a little bracket there. And I've got some hangers that I purchased as well. Then coming back over to the fill side, I don't know if you can see this, but mine routes up and over that top suspension member there. I left a little slack in there, and I've got this coming off. This is a 60 degree. That allows you to get enough gap in between your wheel speed sensor and keeps you away from your spindle and all that. And then another -8 to M18 1.5 adapter goes in there. Go up back here and I'll show you the I've got it inside. So I mounted this thing on a 3/16 piece of aluminum I got from McMaster-Carr. It's 12 inches by 24 inches. And all I did is, if you're familiar with the bottom of your car there, you'll have that big heat shield that goes across here and then up against your evap cooler. So I just marked the center of all 4 of those bolts, drilled those bolts out, and I'm replacing them with this, which hangs the main piece of aluminum. Everything else is mounted to that. I used whatever this grommet is here, have my fan and my pump all hooked to come on when I flip my switch on, so I don't have them independent, and then ran the relay back from the battery back here. And then the switch is something else you might want to know. So on my switches, big thing, this is the diff air, and with the pump and the fan cooler, but I guess I can pull that out. Anyway, I've got this wiring harness that was tucked back in here, and this is for your seat heaters. The Nismo isn't equipped with seat heaters, so I went ahead and took one of these connectors, if I can dig it out of here. Sorry, I'm so wavy around. I'm trying to look and see what I got going on there. Okay, so I took one of these connectors, which was the white one, I guess, And first I probed the red, and I got 11.92 volts on that. I cut that, and then I hooked it up to my switch. I guess that's a return or a ground or something there. Anyway, it's the green wire is your positive wire. So when you turn your car on, just like your fuel pumps kick on, that'll power your switch, which then operates your relay, etc., etc. So I got the positive coming into my three-way switch here, or two-way switch. Anyway, positive in, positive back out, and then my ground goes back. You can actually lift up where your document or this shelf here. You can lift up on this. You can feed the wires in through the back. Take the bolt out of the side here, and you can tuck these up. You can get them all the way up on top of the transmission tunnel there to drag them through, so it looks fairly clean. I just got to reinstall some of my other stuff. If you watched Rusty's install and where he stuck his 30 amp fuse, I put mine in the same place I did the CJ Funk's road race pump. I just put it right next to that. Ran both my wires back to here, and temporarily got that relay just kind of zip tied right there. I'll attach it to something a little bit more permanent later on. Anyway, that's what she looks like. Couple I guess notes, things I'd do different on this. I should have probably ran a piece of bar stock, or at least bar stock across these two, both there, give that a little bit more support, or at the very least some fender washers or something like that. I can tell that that's when I suck those bolts down, it sucked them down pretty good. Now your Tilton oil pump comes with 4 rubber feet. Left those on there. I also, from McMaster Car, ordered 4 of these huge rubber bumpers. Right here, this guy. It's about 2 inches in diameter, fairly solid. So I've got 5 of those actually, 4 on each quarter, and then I got another one that's kind of centered up where the oil pump is, because it's definitely the most weight you're going to have there. The only other thing I would get, if I would recommend, is if you're doing a lot of this stuff, get you one of these cool tools. These things are awesome for feeding in your tubes. Bust it open like that. Put your fitting. Let's put that down. But anyway, you put your fitting. Fits in there like that. You feed your stainless steel tubing or whatever you're putting in there. Makes that a lot easier. So anyway, there you go, guys. Pretty easy. And I do not have a temperature thermostat stuck in it yet. I've got a new diff coming, so when I drop the diff, I'll drill out that backing plate and install a thermometer with a gauge and all that. See you later. Bye.